This is a great story. A 26-year-old self-publisher who makes millions from selling books from a Kindle store. This is a huge thing because this is showing a potential of self-publishing. But I'm not going to talk about Amanda Hocking because she's already successful. I'd like to talk about those self-publishers which are aware already, millions of people who are day-to-day using their energy and creativity to get noticed. And I think it's good to talk about them because there's a lot of potential in there and it's good to discover it. I think I've been introduced, but what I'd like to stress is that, first of all, I'm a decent guy behind a computer screen. I'm an average internet user. And what I love to do is I like to use all the tools which are available online for free. For example, to make presentations like that. But first of all, to to publish books and make them available not only in Poland, where I come from, but actually worldwide. And this is possible. And this is the power of self-publishing. I'm a digital writer. I want to experiment with technology because technology is what brings book industry forward. And it goes well with my enthusiasm to ebooks. Self-publishing is creating a book without the involvement of a third-party publisher or a middleman. And it's done entirely at the expense of the author. Actually, when we think about book, and not a traditional print publishing, but digital publishing, when we talk about the expenses are, in most cases, zero. Why? Because we are free from costs typical for printing, DTP, distribution, storage, and shipping. The book can be published at no cost. Amanda Hocking can do it, Seth Godin can do it, I can do it. Actually, the tools which are available, they are the same for big publishers and for self-publishers, and we have to be aware of it. So when it comes to digital publishing, it gets very interesting when we compare what the established player in the book industry is doing and what is doing a decent guy behind the computer screen. When it comes to book production, the big publisher has to go through all those steps. He's doing this either in-house, has employees to do it, or outsourcing. But those things have to be done. The same things can be done by a self-publisher. Exactly the same things. He's doing them personally, or with the help of fellow writers, or with the tools available by ebook stores like Kindle desktop publishing. So, is there any difference? Yes, there is a huge difference, and the difference is money. And actually, the money is what makes big publishers thinking that there is a lot to lose. So they are professional, they install procedures, and the money makes their operations on a macro scale. On the other hand, we have the guy who is a DIY guy. He doesn't have money, so he doesn't have anything to lose. He is replacing the money with the energy. He's using his energy to create and to innovate. But what is happening is that he's doing it on a micro scale. We don't usually see this innovation and this creativity. And I'd like to show you a couple of examples of innovation you probably are not aware of. But what is this all about? What are big publishers and self-publishers are fighting for? We all are fighting for the attention of a reader. And the reader is changing. I don't know whether fortunately or unfortunately, but we are all aware that the reader, the digital reader, the one who is consuming books in a digital form, he is being more and more distracted. So it's more and more difficult to get him focused on our book. That's why self-publishers use their energy to innovate. And this is happening on a couple of levels. First of all, what can help me draw the attention of the reader? It's a personal question every self-publisher asks himself when he wakes up every day. You see that these are the stages of a book production: writing, editing, design, publishing, and promotion. Some of the examples. One of my favorite ones. It's showing that a self-publisher, a writer, web fiction writer called MCM, decided to write a novel, a draft of a novel, in 3 days in front of the readers of his blog. And in under 72 hours, he wrote 36,000 words. And then he published a book. And the book was successful because everybody wanted to know what was the end result of this live writing. And this was really exciting to see that the guy was placing chapter by chapter on his blog, reading the comments from the readers, and this was influencing the story of the novel. Another example is how writers can embrace technology. When Google Wave was launched, it was not only IT guys to populate Google Wave groups, but it was also writers. And Adrian Graham was writing, actually this was happening really in a live stream, because do you remember Google Wave? It's not with us anymore, but I see what you write, you see what I write. Actually, we've been seeing what he was writing at the time he was writing. And this was like tremendous experience. And he published the book with this story the day after he finished it. So it's a good example because it's showing that self-publishers are using every possible tool available to get through, to show what they are doing. Another example, a short story written in an Excel spreadsheet. Would you imagine that? The guy did it, David Nigren. He used Excel spreadsheet to write a short story. Column A, action. Column B, dialogue. Column C, each character is false. Really nice idea for drawing an attention to what he was doing and what he was writing, to his books. But you know, the most exciting thing about self-publishing is not that people are working alone, but that people are working together. Self-publishing is about micro-explosions which are made together by a group of people, by communities of writers. So they are helping each other when it comes to reviews, or blog tours, or cooperatives, or joint promotion, and they create help communities. And again, some examples. Indie Call to Action. April Hamilton wrote a blog post about calling writers to find other writers' books, write reviews, and share those reviews on Twitter. So we were helping each other to get reviews. If we don't have a review from New York Times, why don't we have a review from other writers? A good example, actually, this is a good idea for publishers how to embrace the energy which is there for free. Bite-size edits. It's a service where writers are editing text. So I can go to bite-size edits, put my story there, and other writers are editing paragraph by paragraph, byte by byte. The story is edited very well. It's good for me. But those ones who are most active, they get points, so they get higher in rank, and they are more visible for the potential readers of this service. So this is a service which is populated by a free energy which can be controlled by a publisher. Another example is Friday Flash. which is happening on Twitter from when I joined it 2 years ago. Every Friday, writers are sharing links to their short stories with the tag Friday Flash. And they are bringing readers together and other writers together, commenting, and it's happening every Friday. And how you can use it, if you're a publisher, just an idea. Instead of rejecting 100 quarterly letters, which are coming every day to your editors, you can just go tomorrow and check Friday Flash tag on Twitter. Or you can go to Google and check Friday Flash and see what is the most popular site with that tag. That means that those people who are most popular, they probably wrote the best story. That means that they could be the best ones out of those who are there participating in this, in this event. The story I'd like to share with you, because it's the brilliant example of self-publisher, Joanna Penn. She wrote her debut novel she launched the novel in February. And for 2 years, she was helping other writers to write better books and promote them and to sell them. So she was helping for 2 years, and then she got help back from other writers who helped her. I will skip this. Helped her to put the book to a list of top sellers in Kindle store. You don't know her name, but she made it with a community of writers. So you're probably asking yourself the questions, how many self-publishers are that successful? Joanna Penn, we have Amanda Hocking, and we have Seth Godin, you well known, he decided to self-publish. And actually, Poke the Box, the book he published with Domino Project, when I downloaded it, the day of launch, it was already on the 15th place in Kindle store. Wow. But yeah, most of us are not successful. So what do? We innovate. If we are not good enough with the royalties, we try to earn money in other different ways. So the easy thing is placing ads like Google AdSense ads on the blogs we run, or joining affiliate programs like Amazon and selling Kindle store books, or offering services to other writers, or advice. But in most cases, it's a combination or a harmony of those tools available. And this is my personal project I started recently, which is an affiliate program with Amazon, which is a bookstore, but I wanted to give it an extra value. And I think that I found a good value, which is distraction-free environment for finding books. Internet is all about distraction. Reading is all about focus. There must be a place in time where we move from distraction to focus. And the best place is when we are looking for a book. So why not making it already a part of reading? And that's why this site is designed like an application, an e-reading application. It's free from any banners, widgets, additional links, just the information about the book. So it's my personal innovation, and I think that there are a lot of people who start doing such things. What can I do with a free affiliate program I could have from Google eBook Store? Yeah? And this could be a review site, or this could be something really different. The book designer, Joel Friedlander, he runs a very popular blog for with inspiration for self-publishers. People, some of them, they just can't do everything personally. They just can't design the book cover or edit their own book. So they ask for help. Some of the things he does for free. Some of the things he just wants to be paid. And this is a good example of how many different activities can one person do. And it's like a part of internet personality. The user is not only somebody who's receiving the information, but also somebody who is adding the information, commenting, favoriting, all other stuff, which makes it really versatile. So how can we benefit? If there are any self-publishers here, you can follow the examples. And it's not only Amanda Hocking, but you can follow the examples of the writers you are in a community with. You can help each other, you can help them, and they will help later on, they will help you. We have nothing to lose, so there is absolutely no problem to be brave and to risk. It's good to intensify social media presence. It's something which is obvious, but you know, we have to find our personal ratio of how private can we be and how social can we be. A very important thing is that we don't have to follow general interest. You don't have to write the lost symbol number 24. You can own your own niche. My own niche is mobile fiction. Mobile fiction is addressed to people who have mobile phones, and there are billions of such people in the world, but they don't know that they can read books or they think that the book is just, the smartphone is just small, too small for reading a book, which is not true. They watch videos on a mobile phone. Why can't they read books? And, which is very important, taking part, not working alone, not trying to get through alone, but be part of self-publishing initiatives and communities. Big publishers, you don't have to wait for Curly letters, actually. Times change. It's not about how to select things out. It's about how to select things in. If there are millions of self-published books, and I'm sure you think that most of them are crap, what you have to do is to pick up the pearls. And you can use services like, you can follow services like Autonomy. Have you heard of Autonomy? Autonomy.com. A community of authors and readers run by HarperCollins. And what they made is actually a very nice tool to pick up good things. Readers are commenting on the work presented by authors. 10 best ones are picked up by the community, and then the editors of HarperCollins are choosing out of 10, not out of 1,000 short stories or pieces of books shared on Autonomy. This is a nice example of an online tool which is using a free energy to pick up the best stuff out of millions of books shared on internet every day. Reader stories, Twitter, you may know it already. What is happening? Self-publishing is on the rise, and last year there was 0 books self-published in top 50 in Kindle store. This is changing. In January, already 18, yes, Amanda Hocking, but also the names you don't know. And actually, what you can see here is, you can say, there are 18 threats to big publishers because they replaced our books from top 50. Or you can treat them as chances. There are 18 chances. I can hunt for the works published by self-publishers. I can try to use them. So this is it, 20 minutes, maybe even less. The presentation is available online at this short link. And what I think is a conclusion is that it's good to pick up the good energy which is already there. And those people are moving things forward. It's a huge power, actually. It's just good to pick it up and discover.
Thank you very much. 20 minuti e 11 secondi. Direi che il timing è perfetto. Grazie Piotr. Io chiederei a questo punto a chi vuole domande per Piotr sulle cose che ci ha detto. Potete, chi vuole, rivolgervi direttamente in inglese a Piotr oppure in italiano. In questo secondo caso, a maggior ragione, vi pregherei di andare dritti alla domanda, perché dovrete fidarvi del horrible English del sottoscritto, quindi siate clementi. Prego.
Posso sì,
i microfoni vediamo, scusate. C'è un intervento là, poi qua.
Io farei in italiano perché un po' ho ascoltato in inglese, però
I do not know if Piotr has the Italian translation. Probably not. You have it?
Yeah, I hear English.
Very good.
Yeah.
Ma brevissimo, tanti stimoli ci ha dato. Io poi sono un editore digitale, quindi mi ha dato tanti spunti di riflessione. Volevo però, come dire, focalizzare su mi pare come dire, posso dire una contraddizione tra quello che ci ha detto. A un certo punto in una slide è comparso esplorare la vostra nicchia rivolta ai self-publisher e focalizzare in quello che è l'essenza della vostra scrittura. Effettivamente il self-publishing dà questa opportunità davvero straordinaria di non avere più intermediazioni, ma non più di intermediazioni di commercializzazione, ma proprio di intermediazioni rispetto a quella che è la potenzialità espressiva di quello che è la mia soggettività di scrittore, di autore, di creatività. Però poi mi sembrava si contraddicesse quando ha detto: io costruisco poi storie mobile eccetera per un device specifico che è lo smartphone, il quale ha la potenzialità di raggiungere più di 1 miliardo di utenti. Ecco, trovavo, come dire, questo aspetto un po' contraddittorio, cioè come posso andare a esprimere totalmente la mia potenzialità espressiva senza intermediazioni, che è un po' l'ideale dell'energia, della densità di colui che si autopubblica, con invece questa diciamo strategia fortemente commerciale, totalmente editoriale, se vogliamo.
Vediamo se è più lunga la risposta o la domanda.
Yeah.
Scusa, era solo una battuta.
I can answer this way. It's not commercial until it's niche. When it comes mainstream, it becomes commercial. And there are not that many people. When I said there is a big potential because there are billions of people who own mobile phones, it's what it's true. But those people don't read books on mobile phones. So this is niche. But I believe that reading goes mobile. People will be moving from computers, reading books on computers, to reading books on e-readers, tablets, and smartphones. And the nature of reading is also changing. It's not all about celebrating the evening with the book for 5 hours. It's about reading on a bus. And in this area, I think that it's not a business idea in here, because this is going to develop. Mobile writing for people who would like to read books on mobile is still a niche, and I don't see any contradiction in here.
Thank you. We have another question here.
Good morning, I'm Alberto Gaffi, an Italian publisher. I'm looking about the self-publishers, like the old-style self-made man. For me, if somebody have nothing to lose, it's not a good thing, because if you have nothing to lose, the strong the proof of the making of the work, of the labor, is deeper in your soul, in your enterprise. The only result will be a large propose of books without a severe selection, because the main rule of the publisher is to create selection. that can only exalt the self-publishers, the overproduction of vanity books.
Thank you.
No, I think that selection is not a problem of people anymore. It's a problem of servers, because internet is a great selection tool. There are millions of books published every day, and those ones which are really good, that they go higher. It's this 0.01% of books which go higher. There must be something in them. There must be something in the Amanda's Hawking books if this is so good, if there are so many people buying the book. If the book is really bad, nobody reads it. It's somewhere distant, at a distant server. Nobody goes there and downloads these books. If there is at least a good idea in a book, somebody will fave it, somebody will recommend it. It will go higher in Google ranks. So, as I said, it's not about selecting things out, because the selection is already there. It's about finding tools to pick up the best stuff. Because you have lots of videos on YouTube, but if there are 2 million videos published every day on YouTube, it doesn't mean that there are 2 million popular videos on YouTube. There is one popular video on YouTube every day. So that's what I'm saying. Instead of selecting things out, it's good to concentrate on how to pick up the best things. And don't care about the rest.
Ok, c'è una mano di là.
Hi.
Hi.
Thank you for your presentation, which was very cool.
Your name, please?
Antonella Gasparato. Just a little question. I see many people here with the headphones for the translation. So, English, the language, should be like a rule for an Italian self-publisher, learn English? That's all.
I don't think so. No, what is happening, and we have to also be aware, is that I'm not from the United States. I'm from Poland. And what is happening is that I'm publishing at Amazon, I'm publishing in Barnes & Noble, at Kobo, at Feedbooks. The language is not a problem anymore for me. If you are an Italian self-publisher, you have a choice. You can fight to get a contract from a publisher in Italy and have your book distributed in bookstores in Italy, or you can publish your book, for example, at Smashwords, in Italian. The difference is that the book published in Italian is not only available in Italy, but it's available worldwide to everybody who speaks Italian. That's the difference. So when you talk about language issues, there is still a language issue, but maybe you've seen something in my presentation, which is Google Translated Stories, which is my baby. I write stories in Polish in such a way that they are well translated by Google to English. And I make them translatable.
So you owe rights to Google in
yeah,
this
right to
respect.
Google. Google Translate is my translator. I make the stories available in 50 languages every time I publish them. So when I published a story about Cairo last month, it was also available in Arabic. So I think that the time is coming, and probably very soon, because I see how the tool is changing. It's changing every day. It's better and better. The time is coming that somebody will have an idea to put a translation tool into e-reading apps. and have the option of, okay, the book might be in English, but you can translate it into 50 languages. And maybe somebody will have an idea, okay, let's get 10 extra bucks for this book. Okay, why not?
Very good. Grazie, sono costretto a tagliare. Grazie infinite Piotr.